Not great. Oh, before the 70s, in this country, in the United States, it was illegal for a healthcare company to profit. Then they switched to the HMO thing. Yep. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, thanks for listening. This has been Dave. Thanks for tuning in. Click that star if you dig what I'm doing, and feel free to chime in by leaving a message. Let's talk about Make America Great Again and what that means at its core. Make America Great Again. So that assumes, first of all, that America was great at one time. Okay, well, when was that time? Let's put American history under the microscope. Well, the most prosperous time in our history has been the 1950s and 60s. And what led to that? The 1940s, having a tax rate, people that made over $200,000 a year paid 90 after you made 200 grand, right? $201,000, you're taxed 90%. It went up to 92. So that's what led to the most prosperous time in American history. So if you want to talk about making America great again, let's talk about taxing America again. Taxing wealthy America again. The elite need to pay their share. Our infrastructure is crumbling. Amazon made $11 billion in profit last year and paid zero in taxes. ExxonMobil 2 years ago, in 2017, recorded the highest profit ever recorded by a corporation in the history of mankind, and they paid zero in taxes and actually got a tax rebate. That's disgusting. That is a rigged system. That is a broken system. So, Bernie Sanders is absolutely right. We need to rein in these corporate interests. And he's the only one really talking about. Elizabeth Warren's kind of repeating what he's saying, but now she's backpedaling on Medicare for All. Medicare for All is where it starts. 50% of all bankruptcies filed in the U.S. are from medical bills. And we're the only industrialized country that doesn't have universal health care. Like, what the hell is that? How is that? It's this crazy argument of I want to keep my doctor. It's not about that. You'll be able to keep your doctor. We're just talking about removing the middleman, the insurance company, from the equation. And the middleman is sucking out tons of profit. So as soon as you get rid of the insurance companies and you make it a direct program, you're saving immensely. The cost goes down unbelievably. So it's all about the argument that the establishment puts out to keep the status quo. Right? Why? Because the status quo is making them a fuck ton of money. So, of course the pharmaceutical company doesn't want to change what's going on. Are you kidding me? They got rich over the opioid epidemic, right? But how did that work out for the rest of the country? Bunch of junkies everywhere, doctors prescribing opium for a fucking headache. Unbelievable. Fentanyl. Oh, it goes deep. It goes really deep. That we're going to see the repercussions for that for 10 years. And are the corporations that caused that profited from that, are they going to help pay for the social ramifications? No, they're not. They don't help cover the emergency room costs for overdoses that, for people that didn't have health care. They don't help cover the cost of homelessness. No, they don't. They extract their profit and then they run away. And I don't know about you, but I think healthcare for profit is evil. I mean, if anything is a sin, that is. It ought to be provided at a break-even cost. But our, it's crazy. We are stuck on stupid. The rest of the world is operating in a different way. But somehow we let these drug companies and these HMOs tell us, no. We got a better way than the rest of the world. Yeah, it's going to cost you way more than they're paying. And yeah, more people are going to die. But no. It's way better. It's unfucking believable. Our country's in shambles. Our healthcare system's in shambles. The average American cannot afford a $400 emergency right now. That ought to be a wake-up call for everybody. That is unbelievable. There's more billionaires than have ever existed in the history of the world. More millionaires. Got the greatest income inequality since the Gilded Age of the 1920s, which was right before the crash of the 1930s, the Great Depression, right? Every city in California has tent cities. There's not just homeless people. Now there's tent cities. It's unfreaking believable. Diseases from the Middle Ages are coming back in Los Angeles. Like cholera, typhus. I even heard of a case of leprosy. Like, holy shit, are you kidding me? Oh my god. Because these people are just living asshole to elbow with, no infrastructure, so horrible sanitary conditions. Unbelievable. In the richest country, in the richest state, in the richest country, right? So California, if it was a nation in and of itself, would be the 5th richest country in the world. California has a bigger economy than Russia, right? So what kind of bureaucracy we have going on that's taking that much money and siphoning it out of what we need it to be doing? I mean, this is crazy, Talk about a need for total upheaval and change. Something like half of our politicians, congresspeople, senators are millionaires. So they